Playing meta heroes might actually stunt your progress in Marvel Rivals. Sure, playing the meta can help you rank up quickly, but as soon as a nerf hits, you are left scrambling. I've been digging into the stats on rivalstracker.com to find heroes that give you maximum value without all the hype that typically leads to nerfs. I'm talking about underrated picks that boast solid win rates, impressive pick stats, and low ban numbers. These three things are the perfect recipe for climbing those competitive ranks for a sustained period with the same heroes. Let's kick things off with number 5, Peni Parker. When I first jumped into Marvel Rivals, I completely overlooked her potential, but now I see she's an absolute hidden gem when played properly. Sure, she might appear niche or off meta at first glance, but she brings a unique blend of versatility and independence that few vanguards can match. Peni isn't your typical frontline bruiser. Instead, she kind of excels at flanking, peeling for her backline, and disrupting the enemy's formation from unexpected angles. This makes her a perfect counter for high-value threats like the Punisher, who, by holding an off angle and spraying down your team with his gun, he just has a huge value. One of the most exciting aspects of Peni Parker to me is her agility and off-angle contesting. She's designed to operate where other vanguards falter. However, those strengths do come with a trade-off. She isn't built to absorb damage like a traditional tank. If your team composition demands a solid, damage-soaking presence, you might need to pair her with heroes who can cover that gap, like Doctor Strange or Magneto. For those willing to embrace her learning curve, though, Peni offers massive potential rewards. She forces you to think creatively, positioning yourself to disrupt the enemy lines and secure crucial plays. I've seen firsthand how mastering her unique mechanics can transform the game several times. If you're ready to take on the challenge and refine your strategy with Peni Parker, I strongly recommend checking out Jay Dunna's YouTube guide. I have linked it in the description for the convenience of finding those extra tips and tricks. Coming in at number 4 is Iron Fist. Brace yourselves because this hero is a polarizing pick that demands both skill and perseverance. Iron Fist is all about precision, agility, and fierce willingness to take calculated risks. When you invest time in mastering him, he rewards you with an explosive gameplay experience that can tilt battles into your favor. Unlike more straightforward heroes that are easy to pick up like Cloak and Dagger, whose impact is instantaneous and easily countered, Iron Fist's true potential unfolds gradually as you hone his timing and positioning well. His ability to flank, dive in, and quickly reset makes him a formidable force that frustrates opponents expecting a predictable playstyle. And by opponents, I mean me. It frustrates me. The learning curve is steep, but once you overcome it, the satisfaction is unparalleled, quite frankly. I've seen good Iron Fist players turn the tide of a match with a well-timed dive or an unexpected backdoor maneuver that leaves the enemies reeling. His gameplay requires both brain and brawn, if you will, keeping every match fresh and challenging. If you're ready to put in those hours and embrace a hero that rewards persistence with explosive plays, Iron Fist might just be your secret weapon. Remember that mastering Iron Fist isn't just about quick reflexes, it's about strategic decision-making and persistence over time. With each match, you're going to discover new tricks and develop a style that is uniquely your own, transforming every play into a memorable match. For those looking to level up your Iron Fist quickly, I highly recommend checking out Samito's detailed guide here on YouTube. Link, of course, is in the description. Landing in the middle of our list at number 3 is Raccoon. Now, let me tell you, Rocket's journey in Marvel Rivals is nothing short of wild. Despite the memes and occasional roasting I've endured for my love of Raccoon,
emotional, damn it!
He's a powerhouse with a versatile playstyle that can catch opponents off guard. Rocket's true strength isn't from his healing. I mean, we all understand that. His true strength comes from his adaptability and team support. When played correctly, he can switch between dealing some decent damage and providing crucial utility for your squad. His abilities allow him to disrupt the enemy formations because he can pull a whole teammate back in the middle of a fight and create openings for your duelists to shine. However, there is a catch. Rocket's healing is painfully slow, and even I acknowledge that, so you need to be mindful of your positioning and never overextend or let your enemies drop below half their health. I've learned that his effectiveness skyrockets when you balance aggressive plays with timely support for your teammates. Rocket's ultimate, while it's not necessarily as great as some of the defensive ultimates from other supports, can be used to bait out other defensive support ultimates or push forward while you're already taking space with a very well-timed placement. I chose to embrace his quirky nature and let Rocket's unpredictable power add a fresh dynamic to my matches and turned potential setbacks into really cool victories. Remember, Rocket Raccoon is not just a sidekick, He's a game changer whose unpredictable moves can electrify your squad and create chaos for the enemy. For those of you that are ready to take on Rocket Raccoon and embrace the memes and roasting that I've received, I've linked an excellent guide that I used from Marvel Rivals Guides in the description. Sliding into the runner-up spot at number 2 is Black Panther. Now, I know what you're thinking. Black Panther can be a polarizing hero just like Iron Fist, with performances ranging from downright awful to absolutely insane. I've seen both sides in many of my matches, and trust me, when played right, Black Panther is a powerhouse. His skill ceiling is insanely high, and his learning curve is steeper than most, consequently, but the rewards are undeniable. A skilled Black Panther player can control the battlefield with a mix of stealth, strength, and smart decision-making. He forces you, like Iron Fist, to be patient, learn his timing, and execute precision plays at the exact right moment. For those just starting out, I recommend dipping your toes in with quick matches before taking him into competitive games. Once you're in the competitive games, you need to mute your chats because he is one of those heroes that you will get roasted for if you make mistakes, and you will for the first little while. Remember, heroes like Black Panther aren't about that instant gratification of a victory. It's about building long-term skills that set you apart from the rest. I truly believe that once you unlock Black Panther's potential, you'll see why he's considered a hidden gem by me in Marvel Rivals. Make sure you dive deep into the mechanics with him, experiment with different strategies, and soon you'll find yourself dominating every match with unstoppable force. For further insight and to develop your understanding of him further, check out Prez's under 5-minute guide that's linked in the description. Finally, the moment we've all been waiting for, at first place is Magik, the most underrated hero in this list. Magik is a very complex character with a high skill ceiling and a unique playstyle that rewards patience and precision. Unlike more straightforward heroes to pick up, Magik thrives on finding the perfect moment to strike. She relies on her elusive abilities to secure picks and disrupt enemy strategies. Her damage numbers definitely don't look that impressive on paper at first, but when executed correctly, her impact is undeniable. Playing Magik requires that tactical mindset that you needed with Iron Fist and Black Panther, and you need to balance those aggressive plays with calculated risks. You often find yourself dueling other flankers to deny them opportunities before you're taking your own opportunities. Her gameplay is all about timing, decision-making, and the courage to take the chance. I've experienced firsthand how a very well-timed Magik play can turn the entirety of a loss into a victory, leaving opponents scrambling to recover their lost RP. If you're up for the challenge and you're willing to invest the time in mastering her mechanics, Magik can be a game-changing addition to your lineup. Mastering Magik, like pretty much everyone else on this list, is not for the faint-hearted. It requires relentless practice, smart decision-making, and a fearless approach to high-stakes battles, and you also have a very thick skin. Again, for those of you that are looking for a guide that is well beyond what I'm explaining, I've linked Prez's expert tutorial in the description. It truly is a must-watch for anybody who's wanting to level up with Magik. Remember that every hero on this list offers a unique value that can redefine your competitive gameplay. Whether you're embracing the flexibility of Peni Parker or mastering the high-skill demands of Iron Fist, there's plenty of potential to unlock. If you have some thoughts on this, whether they're positive or negative, feel free to voice them in the comments, but please be kind to each other while you voice your opinions. There's enough negative garbage in this world, and at the end of the day, we're talking about heroes in a video game. If you did enjoy this list and you would like some laughs in your day, check out this video right over here. I queued some quick matches with an old scrim teammate from Overwatch, and we laughed a ton.